What up, though? And welcome to Let's Talk Detroit Lions Talk. You know, we brought to you by Lions Nation Unite, man. And today we're going to tell you why Penei Sewell is the best player in his draft class. Not even close. Think about that thing right there. But, you know, before we get into that, we're going to talk about Dan Campbell versus Urban Meyer. What's going down in Florida? I mean, I don't know what's going on down that thing. You know what I'm saying? And so much more. But before we get into all the topics for today, I got to bring in, you know who it is. It's a breeze. Whew, chill in the air. You know who it is. My man, LL Cool Tones. What's up, my guy?
What's going on, everybody? And good morning, Proud Nation.
Hey, you know who it's who?
Mike Jones. Who is Coach Mike Jones? What's going on, Lion fans?
Let's get this thing started.
Right now.
Let go.
It's Detroit Lions Talk, baby.
We're going to get up, and on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off.
Yes, sir. We in the deep.
Welcome back, Lions fans, and we got some hot topics for y'all today, man. Kurt, Steele, tell them what it is.
All right, so we're going to talk about the #1 overall draft pick for the Lions, of course, Penei Sewell. Penei Sewell, you know, everybody talked about, we should have picked somebody else. Oh, Micah Parsons is doing so good out there in Dallas. And, you know, Rashawn Slater out there in L.A., right? Yeah, LA Chargers. Yeah. He's doing so good. And if you look at them head-to-head, Sewell and Slater are just about neck and neck as far as PFF scores and like penalties, because Sewell has 5 penalties all season. They both have played all 13 games for their teams. So Rashawn Slater gave up 4 penalties. But here is the difference and why Penei Sewell is setting himself apart from the entire rookie class. Jamar Chase, they figured out how to cover him, right? And you look at Micah Parsons, he's had some great games, but he's had some down games as well. Mr. Consistency since the start of the season has been Penei Sewell, and I say he's consistently gotten better. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Penei Sewell was the highest graded tackle in the league, not rookie tackle, not in the NFC. He was the highest graded tackle, not left, not right, just period. In the game this weekend versus the Broncos with a 91 rating. All right, over 300, the last 300 pass attempts where pass blocking has been done, Penei Sewell has only allowed 1 sack. 1 sack in the entire league. All right, Penei Sewell, he isn't just the highest graded rookie since week 6. He's the highest graded tackle in the entire league. I mean, stop playing with it. Stop playing with it. Penei Sewell is putting in that work. You know what I'm saying? Since moving to the right tackle position, Sewell has had a PFF grade of 90.3. That's second among all offensive tackles. Excuse me, second among right tackles and third in all offensive tackles. This guy is the second best offensive tackle in football since week 6, behind only 8-time Pro Bowler Trent Williams.
The silverback.
I mean, do I need to say it?
Nah.
What you gonna say?
I'm going to say it. He put it up on you. Put some respect on his name.
Yeah,
Put some respect on that man's name. And to me, the really thing that's really shot out moment when he said put some respect on my name is when he went up against Aaron Donald. He said, "You ain't finna punk me, dog. Right. I don't care who you are. I know you number 99. I number 58, and that's how we're gonna get it done right here." Right. Penei Sewell has set himself apart from his contemporaries as a rookie. I mean, here's my thing. He was a good left tackle, right? Everybody's talking about how good he was at left tackle. Taylor Decker, he was, good. Oh, maybe we should replace him at left tackle. He went from a good left tackle. When he went to right tackle, he's elite at the right tackle position. Yeah. He is the only rookie right now that is elite in their position. I mean, I would say Michael Parsons is good because he's remarkable out there in Dallas. And I think that he fits that system well out there in Dallas. But Penei Sewell has went from a good left tackle where he played half of the season to an elite right tackle. I'm telling you, the numbers don't lie. I mean, what Jay-Z say? Men lie, women lie, numbers don't.
Numbers don't.
Numbers don't. I mean, what do you guys think about Penei Sewell? I think he's the top player in his draft class right now. I mean, hands down.
Yeah, I agree. I thought when you said you want me to say it, I thought you was gonna say it's time to trade Taylor Decker. But oops, I was wrong. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'll be that's
a topic for a different show. We'll discuss that on a different show.
Maybe I'll be the one to start that talk back up. But that's just it's all of the superlatives that everybody was saying. Once he looked okay at left tackle, they were saying he's probably gonna be that bookend and comparing him to Anthony Munoz and things like that. So that's how I kind of figure things out. If somebody that I can trust gives a comparable, at least in my mind, a comparable comparison, if that's even a right way to say that, but a good comparison, and that's how I kind of roll with it. Like I didn't really know anything about Luka Doncic in the NBA, and then I heard somebody kind of compare him to Brandon Roy, and I really love Brandon Roy, so I was like, man, that he might be all right. And you see what he's doing in the league now. So I'm not really that familiar with Anthony Munoz, only in name and reputation. But that's nothing to sneeze at. If you're getting comparisons to that, and then you kind of stand up in it, that's something nice. I really appreciate Penei Sewell for being what he is, just because it's kind of given some legitimacy to our regime so far. Everybody want to say what we should have did and what we should do and why we ain't win this and why we ain't did that. You got to look at the small things. We got all of these UDFAs and backups playing well. And then you got our first overall pick probably being the best pick in his draft. It ain't much that you can say. And one thing I will say, I know one of the another good rookie is Michael Parsons, and he is playing well, but he is good at everything outside of coverage. If he's not going forward, he can get lost out there. So that's not a knock on him, but it's just a way to big up my main, that main that stalled John Wayne, and that's Penei Sewell. What you think, Mike? Coach Mike?
Hold on. Let me give the young people a reference. Anthony Munoz, and what LL was talking about. Anthony Munoz was the standard for the prisoner offensive tackle or offensive lineman probably for about 2 decades in the NFL. So if you want to look up a guy who is the standard of a left tackle or right tackle, look up Anthony Munoz. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah. So I just like to say I was wrong. And not wrong in us picking Sewell, but I was like, man, Sewell is struggling over there in the preseason at right tackle. Like, we got to move him to left tackle. We got to get rid of Decker. I was on that train. I'm like, Bob Quinn's pick, Brad Holmes' pick. You know what I'm saying? So I was that's why I was on that. But once he played left tackle, he got his ground underneath him, and he moved back to right tackle. Man, that boy gangster. Hey, Sue. Hey, and I don't know, like if LL, if you've been in the games or not, but you should see Sue on the sideline, man. He be, you know what I'm saying? Like he be like, he's that truth, man. And he be mudsliding him. He be dragging him through there. I'm talking about. I've seen plays where he just and then the dude just fall. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, wow, like, so he really needed to move to that left side to get his bearings underneath him and the speed of the game to adjust to it. So then when he went to the right side, he probably like, it's a little bit easier over here. You know what I'm saying? So, but I think, man, I'm just glad he made it. I'm glad, like, I'm not happy Taylor Decker got injured, but that was another blessing and surprise.
Blessing in disguise.
If he wouldn't have moved to that left tackle position and found his rhythm, I don't think he'd be as good right now at the right tackle position. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. But shout out to Penei Sewell.
And, I say it all country now because I live in North Carolina. Now I say Penei Sewell. That dude right there is doing his thing. All right. So do you think Penei Sewell is the question of the day or the family discussion topic? You know how we do it. Drop your comments in the down below here on YouTube. Do you think Penei Sewell is the best of his class? Now we got a Detroit legend saying something else, but he tripping on that. Dave Bing said we should have drafted Michael Parsons because Penei Sewell won't be able to anchor the offensive line. Bruh, you tripping. Okay.
Sit your old ass down.
What you think in the comments. Is Penei Sewell the best in his draft class? If you like the video, comment on the video, share the video, and get it on this bus, Gus. Get it on the train, Wayne, and get on this ride, Clyde, because we on that march to 4,000. And, you know, we love you right here. And be a part of the Proud Nation family right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl. You know who he is. Come on now. He's the ladies' pet, the men's regret. You ain't seen nothing yet. It's time for my man LL to slide to the stage. What you got for your news rumor topics for today?
Oh man, every time, man, I just love it. I really appreciate you for that, Kurt. Well, I know even though it's framed as Dan Campbell versus Urban Meyer, I don't necessarily want to talk about Urban Meyer just because he from Ohio. Well, he made his digs in Ohio, so we don't rock with Ohio over here. But it's I guess it's just a staple or a example of what kind of coach Dan Campbell can be, just in the looks of first team coaches and the results on their team. Even though Jacksonville has one more win than us, but it's just like everything around that one win has not been as well managed, I guess the way to say it, as it has been here. So I know last time I said I was going to read an excerpt and end up reading the whole article. This time I actually will read an excerpt, and this one comes from mlive.com, and it's just about how things are going under Dan Campbell. It says the Lions have some of the worst personnel in the league. They're without 22 of those guys today after COVID outbreak decimated the roster. Then lost 2 more defensive starters on the first 2 drives. They're playing their third center, Ryan McCollum, and the third and fourth running backs. Yet they were somehow in the game at the turn. Hat tip to Aaron Glenn, who we need to protect at all costs, who continues to coordinate defenses that are way better than they should be. And hat tip to Dan Campbell, who continues to command the locker room and keeps his team together, avoiding the kind of toxic dumpster fire that is officially engulfed the Jacksonville Jaguars. Say what you will about Campbell's in-game tactics, and there is a lot to say about Campbell's in-game tactics, but there's no doubt the man's leadership and intangibles, and that has him so far ahead than the last guy or Urban Meyer for that matter. Just disregard Urban Meyer at all, but this is just a hat tip, as they said, to Dan Campbell, man. MCDC. Shout out to you. What do you guys think?
Now I'm gonna tell you, you ain't gonna talk about Urban Meyer. I'm talking about Urban Meyer. That dude he's a dumpster fire in himself. I never thought that he was gonna last the whole season in the NFL. If you look at the stuff that's going on down there, he started talking about firing people because the leaks of, what's going on. And they're talking about how he's had an argument with players and calling coaches losers, and he's just a toxic person himself. He called all his assistants losers. I'm a winner. You guys are loser. Now, here's the thing where the toxicity, a toxic environment. He got Marvin Jones mad. Who in the hell gets Marvin Jones mad? Yeah. Marvin Jones is the most chill dude, but he got some of that kind of gangster in him. Don't sleep on Marvin Jones. He'll ride on you if you mess with him.
Don't think just because he's quiet.
But he a chill dude. He a family man. He got auto kid. Man, that dude is a chill guy. If you get Marvin Jones mad, you toxic as hell. Yeah, and not to mention, he got his hand all the way up the young lady's whatever when he was up at the bar. He's traveling outside of the team. What head coach travels by himself? He doesn't travel with his team. Come on,
one
man.
That got something on the side up there.
Yeah, come on, man.
That's the reason I don't really want to. That's between him and his wife.
But my thing is, here's my thing though. I get what you're saying. It's been here. Yeah, I know it's between him. Here's my thing. If the head coach of a football team, especially the NFL team, it is is one of the big faces of the franchise, right? They take on the culture. They take on the identity of their head. A good team or a good coach has the team in his identity. If you look at Dan Campbell, right, the identity of the Detroit Lions is Dan Campbell. Yeah. They're gonna fight hard. They're gonna scrap. They can make some mistakes, but they're gonna be in it the whole time. Yeah, it's right. Eye jammies. Urban Meyer, his players. Trevor Lawrence is I don't know. He doesn't look like the number one overall pick down there under Urban Meyer.
At times, but I see what you're saying.
And my man Greeny, shout out to Mike Greenberg over there at ESPN. He said if he was Trevor Lawrence, he would sneak into Sean Khan's office at his house, write a $28 million check to get Urban Meyer out of Jacksonville. What you got, Mike? I don't understand, man. Urban Meyer, man, that dude, he is trash to me. I don't know what it is.
I'm just gonna say this real quick, man, about that whole situation, man. Marvin Jones, I give him much respect. Marvin Jones signed my hat when I went to training camp, so I always favor Marvin Jones. But you know what, man? Marvin Jones survived the Matt Patricia era. Okay. And he was real quiet. Mom was the word on that Matt Patricia era. Like, if he get into arguments with a first year, like at least, you know, it's not even the second year where he like, all right, I'm tired of this. Like it's the first season. It's like, and he, all right, man. Then Urban Meyer, you drunk on success, man. You drunk off that collegiate success, man. Like, look, I'm the boss. Like, I done won 2 national championships at Florida, and I won one at Ohio State. Like, I'm the, you know, and he on that training. He don't realize, man, that there is a transition from college to the pros, not only for players, but for coaches as well. And you have to be humble when you come into that. You can't come in like you a superstar, like, you know, hey, it's me. You can't do that, man. He drawing too much attention to himself, man. He just gotta take a step back, relax, man. Like, who don't travel with the team? Come on, man.
Somebody who got something on the side. That's who.
You know. I mean, to close it out, Urban Meyer is a successful college coach. I will give him that. He has much success at the college level because guess what? You can control everything. You can control the narrative. You can control the media around the team. You can control a whole bunch of things in college as a college coach that you can't do in the pros. And I think that's where he needs to be. But here's my thing. Every time something was stressful or something was what do you call it? Something that was drama or you know, it was something that was going on with the team that was around. That was just something that was going on bad around his team. He retired or he set it down or he moved on somewhere else. Think about Florida. All the stuff was going on in Florida. All the scandals that was going on in Florida. Oh man, I have health issues. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go. Same thing at Ohio State. That stuff started rolling through. Remember the coach, Desmond Howard just got into the dude on Twitter. The guy was accused of, you know, beating up his wife and cheating on him. Oh man, I think Zach Smith was his name. All of a sudden, oh man, I gotta go, man. I'm having health issues. I have heart palpitations. That dude, they got the heart for the NFL, man. You better take your ass back to college. All right. So my man, LL, tell me about this right here. Tell me about that LNU, my guy.
Man, it is the ultimate fan or Lions fan hangout. Come on and hang out with us on Sundays and any game day. Right there in the game day chat, you get all of your favorite Lions content right there on that app. All you got to do is download it, man. As soon as it came out, I sent it to everybody that I've been talking about. Just in case I thought I was bullshitting about being down with Herman Moore. I was like, yeah, I know Herman Moore. Me and him be smoking cigars together. Here goes that. Like, of course, I didn't say none of that stuff. But, you know, I did sing around it. You know, a lot of people download it, and we all in there together. So it's always a good time, and, you know, there's lots of good content. Lots of good people over there. I mean, lots of people I never would have, you know, probably met outside of this kind of, you know, situation. So, shout out to Herman Moore with the Team 84 over there, and get down with the LNU app.
Yeah. Okay, now it's time for who?
Coach Jones. Who is Coach Jones? But first, I want y'all to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button, hit all them buttons, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, hit everything. We're trying to get to that 4,000, man. Help us out, man. Share, like, everything. You know what? Coach Campbell is okay. Now he macho, but it's like at some point in time, man, you got to be reserved and be a head coach. Like, you can't go for it on every fourth down. You know what I'm saying? Like, I literally did we punt? Like, I can't remember
I think Jack Fox put it like twice or something like that. I'll look at it while you're talking. Go ahead.
all I know is that play that he did against I can't remember who we played, but I remember he went for it on fourth down. I was like, no, he did the same damn thing against Denver. We was on like the 30-yard line, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, we going for it. I'm like, you know, because, you know, some fans will be hyped. Yeah. And some fans is like, man, like, okay now, bro. Because, you know, one thing is going forward and instilling that in your team. But another thing is, like, this is your first year as a true head coach. So some things will carry over into next year. And we don't want you going through this year where you're trying to iron out the wrinkles and then you go into next year, you know what I'm saying? And maybe we like 5-5 and we in the playoff hunt. And you like it's 4th and 2 on the 10-yard line. We got 90 yards to go and we going for it. You know what I'm saying? We don't want that. So I understand what he's doing. I understand the confidence he's trying to instill in the team, but you know, Campbell, too, you gotta remember, man, those habits, man, you gotta control that. You know what I'm saying? You know, and that's all I'm saying, man. Campbell, like, we understand you. We understand your machoism, but control that just a little bit, man. Help your team out.
We punted. we scored 10 points on Sunday. We punted twice. Okay.
See? Well, I think who does that is a coach that may be coaching for draft position, and that's where I'll leave it at because I know we have a little bit more on that in the comment cards. But honestly, outside of, like you just said, outside of doing it so much in our own territory, I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all because it shows his aggressiveness. The only thing that I really wish is that different play calling in certain situations. Don't leave it up to, you know, baby hands, because that's a lot of our fourth down failures is rest on his shoulders. So, but not to get into that, but and it's like it's kind of like it's reminiscent of like if you're playing somebody, if you guys play Madden, if you're playing somebody in Madden that may not know how to play and they just go for it all the time, or they really do know how to play and they go for it all the time because they got, you know, they know what play they're going to. So it can go either way. But as I'll repeat, as a fan that's, you know, looking forward to certain draft positions, I don't mind it at all.
you know what? No, I'll say this, man. He's coaching like, man, we won at one right now. We won 11-1. I got nothing to lose. You know, say a little late. Let's just go for it, man. The analytics say it's 4th and 2 or 4th and 3. We got to score. Let's just try to go for it, man. You know, and I don't think in a normal situation or a normal season where you're. Right. I mean, you look at this decimated roster on this, you know, on this team, man, where you got so many people out because of COVID. You got so many people out because of injury. Look at our injured reserve list. It's ridiculous. You know, the amount of starters and, you know, people who would have been playing pivotal roles for the Lions the whole season are out. So Dan Campbell said, man, you know, I go ahead and roll the dice. It don't matter, man.
Right. I just don't want to become a bad habit, man. I just don't want to become, you know, something that lingers over into the next year. And then the next year where he like, ooh, go, stay out there. No, Fox, you got to go back there. No, I just don't want that to happen.
One thing is what I might say, because remember, he came out earlier in the year saying, you know, he's going to call it back. You know, he's not going to be so aggressive on 4th down. And he did for like half a game, and then he stepped it right back up. I think he may have talked with his team about it. Like maybe they was like, hey man, we don't, you know, let's keep it going. Maybe that's what it is. Because you know, that's out, or it's just, you know, he following a certain game plan.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, it's Christmas time, you know, and you still got a little bit of time to get your Christmas gift. And if you're getting some Lions gear for yourself, or, you know, you got to get your gifts to yourself, or you got other Lions fans or whatever fans on your shopping list, go over to fanatics.com and get yourself some gear. It is still time to get your gifts for Christmas. The link is in the description below. go ahead, get yourself or get someone else some of that gear at fanatics.com. A portion of other proceeds from that link go to help us grow the content on this channel. You know what it's time for us to do. It's time for us to zip our lip and see what you had to say about yesterday's show. It's time for the comment cards, baby. Let's go ahead and see what they had to say. Alfred Naraki says, we need a proven NFL coach to take over this team. More draft choices, no matter how good they are in college, will help with championship. Coaching does that. We have a lot of talent on this team. I don't know what you're seeing. Okay, and we've seen this staff, what this staff has accomplished, zero. Take a look at Belichick and other successful head coaches in the league. No matter how much turnover they have year to year, they are still in the mix for the playoffs and championships. Coaching is everything. The only thing I would have to say to that is, like, you looking at Dan Campbell came in with the cupboard was bare. I mean, you came in, you look at the situation with the Lions coming into this season. The coaching will get there because the talent will be better. I don't know.
Right.
We have a lot of young, inexperienced players, and some of them are talented. But you look at from top to bottom, this roster isn't one of the most talented rosters in the league. It is
right. And like the cupboard was bare. Go ahead.
Oh, you remember Belichick wasn't very successful with the New York Jets or the Cleveland Browns, or one of those two teams that he went to.
The Jets,
he was not good at all. So,
like you said, the cupboard was bare, and then it was like a bear came through and knocked all the rest of whatever was in the cupboard down on the floor. So it's you got to give it time. But Cassandra, thank you for that, Alfred Naraki is how you say it. Cassandra Braden says, yes, LL, I agree. Will Harris got balled on. He doesn't deserve to see the field. Just like Mobby said, you ain't safe if your safety is Will Harris. I thought that was hilarious. Hilarious.
Mobby is funny as hell.
I want Will Harris to step it up, man. I don't not like Will Harris, but yeah, it is what it is.
If you look at Coach, that's his guy, and I put Will Harris on his topic yesterday, his graphic, just because that's his guy. But your guy was getting his ass torched. Yes, on Sunday.
I keep telling y'all, man, put that boy in a box. Stop putting him out there in no man's land. He ain't good out there. I mean, he averaged by the line, but he definitely not good out there in coverage. Yeah. Stop doing that to him, man. Y'all doing that to hear Whitehead to him. Bill Kowski said, practice squad city, and Dan Campbell was the mayor. The coaching staff did a solid job with the backups. Yes, they did. There were moments you could see the potential with the staff and the guys taking advantage of the opportunity. When we get the system in place by the next year at a second draft, we are going to be solid, and dubs will come, and I believe that truthfully. I believe, next year we should be, somewhere in that 6 or 7 win range. And then I think after that next draft, man, we really gonna take off, man. We're gonna be competing for the division, I think, in 2023. So yeah. I believe that.
Definitely.
I like that comment as a response to the first comment.
Yeah, definitely. Right. Definitely. All right. I can't. He, she, how? I don't know, man. They'll give me a line about this thing. It says Campbell needs to stop with the going forward on 4th down. This is a shout out to you, Coach Jones. It's almost like he's trying to get trying to take on purpose. You know what though? Hey, like you said, I put it like this. Dan Campbell may be crazy, but he ain't stupid.
Right.
That's all I'm gonna say about that.
No, that is a great way to put it. Lyle Scholl says, I was pleased first half until the fumble, then everything went sour.
Yeah.
Same, Lyle. Same.
Yep.
That's all I got.
That experience took over, man. Bubba Bo, what's up, Bubba? I picked up Godwin Equabuke, or however you spell it, in fantasy. Man, that was a bad decision. Yeah, it was.
That was a terrible decision.
Yeah, stop sleeping on Craig Reynolds, man. Actually, I tweeted Craig Reynolds before we jumped on today, man. I'm like, I tweeted. I'm like, yeah, man. I'm telling you, man. They better find you a spot, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. They don't sleep on him.
Shout out to Netflix. You know what I'm saying? He had that Alexa remote. He said, you know what I'm saying? Play Craig Reynolds highlights, and that dude showed up and showed out definitely on Sunday. All right. You know how we get down. You know how we do it every show. If you want your comments read on the air, go ahead and drop us a comment down below. Answer that discussion topic of today, and we read 6 of them each show. So, we appreciate you, and we show that appreciation by go ahead and putting your comment cards on the show.
Yeah. And, of course, and again, thank everybody for those comments, but it's time for everybody's favorite segment, Dessert with our man, Kirk.
All right, so Dessert with your man Kurt is brought to you by Delightful Bites, custom cookies and desserts for any occasion. If you like how they look, you'll love how they taste. The football special is still going on. You get 4 helmets, 4 logos, and 4 footballs of your favorite team for $35. Go over to Delightful Bites over on Facebook, or you can email her directly at delightfulbites18@gmail.com to get your order directly to her if you don't do Facebook. Okay, this is a tough pill to swallow. Shout out to, because every time the desserts can't be sweet all the time. Sometimes you got to have some fruit cup. Sometimes you got to have some of that probiotic yogurt, to clean your system out. You know what I'm saying? Right. Sometimes it ain't gonna be good. But sadly to say, man, shout out to Jerry Jacobs. Torres has a serious ACL injury. Dan Campbell was saying it's a 9-month recovery process for his ACL. And I said the wrong name yesterday. I said it was Will Harris's helmet. No, it was Jalen Elliott's helmet that went into his knee on that play. It was just a fluke, friendly fire, on the knee. However, shout out to my man, Jerry Jacobs, the pit bull, as they call him, man. He was coming into his own, and you have a setback like that, but the setback is building up for a comeback. So I think he will be cool. Get out there, work it out, and he's going to be a star in this league. And I hope he can do it right here. And for the Lions. I'm not in Detroit, but hopefully he can do it right here in the Motor City for the Lions. But shout out to him. It was just terrible to see for that young undrafted free agent that was shining. I mean, I know Coach Glenn was saying, I hope we don't think he's the next Deion Sanders. Well, no, there's only one Deion Sanders, but he was playing within himself, and he was playing his game. That dude was playing a really good brand of football, tough, hard nosed, physical brand of football out there at the cornerback position. And, what Coach Jones says, maybe it's a blessing in disguise with this, because now you're going to put Iffy out there and get him some snaps for the rest of the season.
If I'm iffy, I'm like, I'll play safety because Jeff Okuda,
that corner's getting hurt.
Like, you know what? I play safety. I'll be in the box.
I'm not messing with you, man. All right, now it's time for us to walk over to this Wall of Fame and get this thing going. All right, we got our bronze members. We got the Midwest Lion, the Latino Leo, Brian Stover, man, shout out to Brian Stover. He hits me up all the time on Facebook. How you doing, my man? And we got my man, the Flintstone, Jimbo G, and you got Smoking Jeremy Barrick over there on that Wall of Fame. We got Shannon Peck, and Nomus J, and Cap Ice Cold with our silver members. We got North End Ken, Justin the D, Michael Huck, and the Dr. Detroit. He is always in. The gold members meeting will happen tomorrow at 3 p.m. So the link will go out into this community tab. So be on the lookout for that. For the gold members, we'll start again. Meaning we'll start again this week on Wednesday. All right, now it's time for final thoughts. What you got, my man? You know who it is. He got his own theme music. Shame, don't love me like you do. LL Cool Toys, what you got, my man?
Well, final thoughts on this two-piece Tuesday and or Taco Tuesday. I just want to correct myself. I said Jamar Jefferson had a couple plays. I could have sworn I saw him out there, but actually I looked at it. He didn't have anything in the on the box score. So I don't know. I could have sworn, but whatever. I was drinking whiskey, so maybe that's what it was. Again, thoughts and prayers to everybody affected by the rough weather down in Kentucky. I had, a family member, he was up there and he had to head on back because he didn't get in contact with anybody, but safe to say, nobody that, or everybody that, that he was looking forward to seeing when he got back was still there and everything. The power was out and stuff like that. But, rest in peace to anybody who may have lost their lives, and, hold your head to everybody who's, going through the rough time. Thoughts and prayers again to Jerry Jacobs. Like you said, I hope he will be better. He will be back better than ever, and hopefully in a Lions uniform. That's the most important. Not the second most important part. The most important part is that he come back healthy, but the second most important part is that he comes back in a Lions uniform. And shout out to KJ Hamler. I meant to say that last week. He got drafted by Denver Broncos. I know a couple of his family members. He's from right here in Pontiac, Michigan. He didn't get a chance to play against his hometown team because he was hurt. But shout out to my man KJ and the whole Hamler clan around this mug.
Okay. That's what's up, man. I just want to say shout out to those practice squad guys, those guys who got called up for that game. And and they put their time in, man. You got a little bit of extra money in there for Christmas time, bro. So you know what I'm saying? So hey, hopefully some of you guys can return and maybe y'all can get on the roster, man. But it's always good when you get that bonus check. Basically, it's like a bonus check for a practice squad player right before Christmas. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I know they're happy. I know, you get to take care of them people, man, and get all the stuff that you want to get, man. So shout out to y'all, man, for living it up.
That's a good way to look at that.
Yeah. It was, like I said, the blessings in disguise, man. Some of them practice players, might be kind of, man, they might be kind of living outside their expenses, man. And that one game check, hey.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a great way to look at it.
Set them off right.
Just for my final thoughts for today, Penei Sewell, man. For all of those people who are the naysayers and doubters, man, he is doing his thing. If you look back at the draft coverage, myself, Coach Jones, and the beloved, rest in peace, Jim, was on Billy F Sports. We were on the MD Sports when they did the draft, and when Miami took the wide receiver, boy, we was happy as get out, man. We was happy in the pig and slop because we knew that we were going to take Penei Sewell with that next draft. So the Lions did the right thing by taking Penei Sewell. It just is what it is. Yeah. All right, so. Definitely, it is a two-piece Tuesday, Taco Tuesday, whatever you're eating, go ahead and, keep grinding out for the week. And we appreciate you hanging out with us right here for Lunchtime Detroit Lions Talk on Detroit Lions on the Prowl, brought to you by Lions Nation Unite. But some of these backup players may be playing again on Sunday because you don't know who's going to clear protocol. You don't know how the illness is going to go. The Lions kept people out of the facility the last couple of days just to make sure that the illness, the flu, and the COVID-19 does not continue to spread through the team. So with all that being said, we appreciate you right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl. So you know what you guys do. You guys to clean those crumbs off your face. You know what I'm saying? Finish your drink and get back to work. And whatever you do in life, you guys to boss up, ball out, and be the best version of you that you can be. For my fellas, LL and Coach Mike, this is Kurt Steele, and we will holler at you real soon. We love you, Jim.